The goal is simple: to use your trigger to hit the target as many times as you can. You know, it's funny because you think that with kids, it's easy to do. But the kids actually had to go through a very rigorous process to be able to get it done. First of all, they had to actually create their catapult on paper. They had to create a procedure, step-by-step directions on how to do it, a complete materials list on how they're going, what they're going to use. They also had to create 3 diagrams and a scale diagram before they were actually able to even start building. They had to be approved. Once it was approved, then they went in and they built it. And then I told them how to, what I call, calibrate it. Just like any other tool, the idea is that they use a process, in this case, either using the number of rubber bands or a protractor to determine how they could find, create a table and use that table to determine from what position or number of rubber bands they could actually launch it from, and then be able to hit the target. They also had to have a trigger. And that is tough. As you notice, one of the kids was having a very difficult time with their trigger. But again, it's to show them what the struggles are in actually creating a machine, because that's essentially what they created. And not only a machine, but also a machine that had to work multiple times. So it actually took about 6 weeks to actually complete all of this process, and you're seeing the results of that. It's great because I think it's as good as any test. I say it's better than some tests because it requires them to say, oh my gosh, I gotta think of the moment spot. How do I improve it? How do I change it? How do I make it work? And again, it seems simple, but it's not. It was a very long process that they had to use, but that's what engineering is all about. Planning, developing, making, testing, and then seeing if your prototype actually does what it's supposed to do. Very precise. Did you see how many times it hit around right in this area right here? That was precision.